my troopers popping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers popping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers.
Hello there. Hello, hi, how you doing? My name is Mr. J3T, aka Big Sexy, aka the Kentucky Cannon, aka the World Class Badass, aka the Man of the Century, aka your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, aka the Millennium Man, aka your World Heavyweight Champion. Yep, Roman Reigns don't got shit on me. I'm the real, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, and don't you forget. And today we're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Specifically, the Five Nights at Freddy's. Excuse me, just putting my beautiful title away. And specifically, the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer that just dropped last night. So, yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer just dropped. Now, before I get into the dirty details, into the specifics, and like the history of this movie, I just want to say it's so surreal. Like, this game started with just a guy named Scott Coffin who he just made a game one day trying to, be a game designer, and that was going to be his last game, apparently. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one, that was going to be his last game until it caught fire. It got multiple sequels. It got a whole ongoing book series. It got a AAA game that was shown at a PlayStation event, and this Five Nights at Freddy's game was up there with games like Spider-Man or God of War or Final Fantasy. It was up there with those games, and now it's getting a live-action movie. So, I just want to say, congratulations, Scott. You deserved it after all your hard work, after all the years of busting your ass, trying to be a game designer, making games that didn't do so well. Congratulations, Scott. If you watch this, you deserve it. You deserve all of it. So, yeah, it's just crazy to think that this started as just an indie game, and now we're getting a live action movie. It's crazy to think about. So, if you've been in the FNAF community, which, by the way, FNAF is short for Five Nights at Freddy's. So, if you've been in the FNAF community for a while, you know that this movie has been in development hell for years. I think this movie got announced all the way back in, I believe, 2013, 2012, I believe. Sometime in, the early 2010s, this movie got announced. I believe it was 2013. Somebody will correct me in the comments. But, yeah, this movie got announced a while ago, and it's been in development hell for years, like a decade pretty much. And for a while there, I thought we weren't even gonna get the movie. I thought the movie was canned. That was until last year, where Jason Blum, the owner of Blum Studios, who was producing the movie, he put out a tweet saying that, yes, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is still at work. And I was like, okay, that's probably going to be, we're probably not going to get it for a while. But then we slowly started to see more information twiddle out about this movie, right? We saw some behind the scenes footage, the setup process for the animatronics, Freddy, Foxy, Bonnie, and Chica. We saw their costumes getting made. We saw a whole live action version of Five Nights at Freddy's, the Freddy's Fazbear's Pizzeria. We saw the actual live action location. I saw a few videos on TikTok of people actually going to the location where they're filming this, and we saw the logo for Freddy's Fazbear's Pizza, and I was like, wow, this is actually happening. And then we got the cast got leaked. Well, not leaked. The cast got announced. We'll talk about leaks later. But the cast got announced, and there were a few actors, but the main two that stood out was Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard. Now, Josh Hutcherson, Josh Hutcherson, PETA from the Hunger Games, he's playing Mike Schmidt. Now, again, for those of you that were in the FNAF community for a while, who've been rocking with FNAF for a minute, y'all know that Mike Schmidt was the name on the paycheck of the first game when you finish all 5 nights. Mike Schmidt was the name on the paycheck. Now, it's been well believed that in the first game, Mike Schmidt, the main character that we play as, is actually Michael Afton, the son of the big bad of the series, William Afton, and Michael Afton is just using Mike Schmidt as a cover name. So, but it looks like in this movie, Mike Schmidt is just his own person. He could be revealed as Michael Afton at the end of the movie, I don't know, but for now, it looks like he's just going to be just Mike Schmidt. No Michael Afton, just Mike Schmidt. But again, he could be Michael Afton, who knows? But speaking of the big bad, Willie Afton, the one that everybody was talking about, the one casting that everybody was talking about, the one casting that got me like, what? Matthew Lillard. Shaggy is playing William Afton, aka the purple guy. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Ruh-roh, Raggy. It's just, Shaggy is playing William Afton. Shaggy is playing a serial child murderer. It's just such a funny thought to me. Like, oh, I'm sure Matthew Lillard's gonna be good, but like, oh my god, it's such a funny thought. Shaggy is playing William Afton. Oh my god. So those two castings really was like, okay, holy crap, this is actually happening. This movie's actually gonna happen. And then the trailer got leaked. So before the official trailer dropped last night, somebody leaked the trailer beforehand, and this person signed an NDA too, and he broke the NDA and he leaked it out. Now, I didn't watch the trailer, but I didn't watch the leaked trailer, but yeah, that dude's in some deep shit now. So, but it all of this hype, all of this build up to last night, where we finally got the official trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's. It opens up with this little introduction guide for the security guard. I popped when the lady said, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where fantasy and fun come to life, which that was a thing that just, that warmed my little FNAF heart, because that was the saying in the games that they use where fantasy and fun come to life. I popped at that. And it's just so surreal. Like I said, it's just so surreal seeing Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, seeing them in live action. It was so weird to see, because, like, again, this started off as a indie game, a small indie game made by one guy, and now it grew to the point where we're getting these characters that we've always saw as, as digital video game characters, and we're seeing them in real life interacting with real people, and that's just crazy. that's just so crazy to see them actually move and just interact with, like I said, real people. It was insane to see. So we see Mike Schmidt. He's the night guard, obviously, and he's looking around, checking everything, and then the trailer cuts to a bunch of different scenes. We get a small taste of Matthew Lillard as William Afton, which it's still it's still funny to me that Shaggy is playing William Afton. So we got a small taste of William Afton, Matthew Lillard as William Afton, and we see there's one shot where Mike Schmidt, Josh Hutcherson, is strapped to a chair, and it looked like something out of Saw, where I assume it's one of the animatronics. I assume their main faceplate is off, and it's slowly creeping towards him. We see a bunch of kids who I assume are all of the children in the missing children's incident. I assume that's who these kids are anyway. We see another lady. I think she's playing a character named Elizabeth. I don't know if specifically it's Elizabeth Afton. I don't know if Elizabeth is the actual actress's name or the character that she's playing, but we see her. I don't know what her deal is, but yeah. So it's a short trailer. It's only like 50 seconds long, and it showed us a lot without what am I trying to say? It showed us a lot without showing us too much, if that makes any sense. Like, we got a lot of information, we got a lot of stuff from this movie. We saw a lot of scenes, but we don't know the context of any of these scenes, so then we're gonna have to watch it. One thing I will say though about this trailer is that we saw when the animatronics are in their murder mode, they have red eyes. So the red eyes were a choice. They were a choice. The red eyes kind of just seems a little too try hard to make them even more scarier. To make them even more scary, let's give them red eyes. When in the original game, they were already plenty scary without giving them these huge red eyes. So I feel like they could have just got rid of the red eyes, because I don't hate them, but I don't like them either. It was a choice. Like I said, it was a choice, but we'll see if I get used to them. Now, I do not care if this movie's bad, because it very may well be bad, but it could also be good. Honestly, I don't care, because I'm gonna be up in that theater October 27th, because that's when the movie is coming out, October 27th. I don't care if this movie could be the biggest dog shit movie of the year, but I do not care. I am going to be in that theater, and I'm going to watch this movie, because I've been sort of a satellite FNAF fan. I guess not even a satellite fan. You know what? Screw it. I am a FNAF fan. I've been with this series for ever since the first one, the first one came out when I was in middle school. So I was still in middle school when the first one came out, and I watched the game theories videos. I've listened to Nate Wants to Battle, the Nate Wants to Battle songs of Five Nights at Freddy's. I've been in the trenches with Five Nights at Freddy's. I've been in the trenches with this franchise, and God damn it, I'm going to watch this movie. And I'm most likely going to enjoy it. I don't care if this movie is bad. I'm still going to enjoy it because this movie was in development hell for years. And now we're finally getting it. And it's... I'm gonna like it. I already know I'm gonna like it. I'm unironically excited for this movie. So, I'm gonna be in the theater. I don't know who's gonna come with me. Hell, I'll go by myself. I don't care. But, yeah, so... Watch out for October, because when this movie comes out, your boy's gonna be here, and I'm gonna talk about the movie. So, that's it. That's about it. Not much to talk about from... yeah, not much to talk about. There was a lot to talk about from just a 48-second trailer. I'm looking forward to Matt Pat's theory on this video, his inevitable theory video on this trailer. I'm looking forward to that on film theory, not game theory, film theory, because this is a movie now. So I'm looking forward to his inevitable theory on this trailer, on this 48-second trailer. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to this movie. I hope it's good, but even if it's bad, I don't care. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna enjoy it. But that's about it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But if you really, and I mean really like me, then consider subscribing and ring that bell so you always know whenever I upload, because it is free. It is free. Don't be a dum-dum. Subscribe today. Deuces.